around the block and around the bay and soon around the world. And right now, up next, we have the amazing, wonderful, Mad has all the best adjectives. I just be remixing this.
The incomparable.
Ooh, yes.
The talented. The indescribable.
Bianca
BB Brown.
Or whatever bakes your potato. Either or, whatever bakes your potato. Bianca BB.
Bianca.
Yup.
All right. So, here on Any Given Monday, the first thing we always start off with is giving you 60 seconds. 60 seconds, not more, not 61, not 59.
Not 10.
You 60 seconds to tell us everything you want us to know about you. Quick fire. Are you ready?
Let's go.
And you have to use the whole 60 seconds.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Okay. And go.
My name is Bianca or BB, whatever bakes your potato. I'm a Taurus. I'm from the Bay Area and I was born in Berkeley. I grew up with music all around me, and before I could actually speak, I would hum according to my mom. So music has been at the very forefront of my life. I taught myself how to play piano when I was 12 and continued on up until now. I read and I also listen to stuff like with my ears. So that's how I learned the music that I learned. One of my hidden talents is I can sound like a trumpet. So can I do that? Okay. So yeah, that's my little trumpet impression. I was swallowing some pennies or something. I don't know what I was doing as a kid, but yeah, that's me. So, 2 seconds. We're done.
All right, so we're gonna get into these questions.
Okay. And
the first, since you talked about a trumpet, my first question is, what's your favorite song to play the trumpet with your mouth? And do it.
Lullaby of Berlin by Ella Fitzgerald, and I believe Louis Armstrong wrote that song. That was one of the first jazz pieces that I learned, and I love how it sounds. So,
you want to give us a little snippet of it?
Yep, I'll give you a little something. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lullaby of Berlin, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and Coo, when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. Here we go. Yeah, that's all you'll get for free. Thank you.
Let our asses know.
No, I actually just blanked, so that's why that's all y'all get. So
this is a perfect segue into my question, because the way that Taylor and I actually met you was at Second Mondays. And I remember you came up to me 3 times. The first time she came up and she was like, it's my first time here. How got to the list? I'm like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This list gets pretty thick. We usually get to about like 18 to 20, and you were like 21 or 22. So I was like, I don't know. But I was like, you never know. Some people are real short. And then a little bit later in the night, you came back and it's like, okay, it's getting late. I'm getting the list. I'm like, I can't make no promises. But I was like, we do like a freestyle portion at the end. Like there'll be another chance for you to jump on if you want to. And then when we were at the freestyle at the end of the night, she was like, I need this mic. I'm really good. I promise you, I'm super good. I'm like, yeah, girl, I believe you. I want to hear you. And so when we were up there doing the freestyle, people was rapping all this good stuff, and you just came through and you was like, I need the mic. You positioned yourself at that piano, and before I even knew, I just hear a trumpet. And I'm like,
I was looking all around for that
damn
trumpet. I heard that man play at the sax. I'm like, who can I play a trumpet?
Where does that trumpet come from? And I look over, and you are sitting at the piano at Red Bay, playing the piano, singing, and doing the trumpet like simultaneously, and
freestyling.
It was so beautiful. And my question, I took the seat right here, but my question is, what about that night made you want to perform so badly?
Well, I'm about to get into my little numerology thing or whatever. So, numerically, it was March 9th, 2020, and it was a 9-day, it was a full moon, mind you, and it was, again, March 9th. So, nines in numerology are all about endings, speeches, performances. So, intuitively, I knew I needed to make my voice heard. And then 4 days later, Friday the 13th, the World Health Organization declared a global pandemic. And from that point on, it would be a long time before me and other creative individuals would get to perform. So it was almost as if I knew that I wasn't going to have the opportunity to perform up until today. And so I was like, fuck that list. I'm going to do what I need to do. And I did it. So, yeah, it was just numerology and also intuition. Like, I looked at the numerology after the fact and I was like, oh, that's sweet. Like, so everything happens for a reason, I guess. And intuition.
And tell us more about the emotional process of that night. What was in your head when you stole the show? How you felt after? How you felt when your name wasn't called on the list?
Honestly, y'all had me doing this. Like, up until I performed and finished my performance, I was doing this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there was a possibility that I might get to perform, but there was also a high possibility that I might not. I had this gut feeling that I wouldn't be able to perform for a long time, or like something would happen. Like, I just needed to make this moment count. And so when you guys told me that I wouldn't perform, at first I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go home, this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, you paid $10 to be here. That's one. Two, you don't have to shut yourself out. Like, it's not all about you. Like, go enjoy other people. And then three, free food, free wine, hella yams. Why would I leave? Why would I go? Why would I do that? So I didn't. And so I decided to stay. And then I got that internal drive to like go talk to her and go see about that cypher. And after I performed, I felt fiery. And the reason why is because I've never in my life had people come up to, oh my God, can I get your Instagram? Oh my God, how did you do that with your mouth? Oh, like, I was just like, you're starstruck, I'm starstruck for you. Like, this is all new it's just new as fuck. So I was like flabbergasted. I was excited. I felt like what electricity feels like running through power lines. That's what I felt.
Okay. My next question is, describe your dream home.
Let's go. Okay, so it's actually funny because yesterday I tweeted, like, I'm obsessed with The Incredibles 2, specifically the architecture from that home. And so I do Sims. Like, I love playing Sims. It's a great stress reliever. But also, I know exactly how I want my future home to look like. I love Eichler Homes because Joseph Eichler, he was a very, very innovative and progressive home developer. And he advocated for African American and Latino families to buy his homes in affluent neighborhoods. And he told the white people within those neighborhoods, if you have a problem, you can definitely sell your property and we can fill somebody else in it. So love Eichler Homes, love the message, the story of Joseph Eichler. And if I could combine The Incredibles 2 with the style of an Eichler, I would have my dream home. So
So I know that you're saying like a lot of this is new for you in the aspect of performing and things like that, but you've been musically inclined and talented since pretty much birth. I'm hearing from what you said. So growing up, when you imagined your career and like what it would be like to be an artist as an adult, do you still feel that same kind of wonderment when it comes to that? Or have you more so realized like, oh, you know, that's some bullshit and things are a little bit different now? So how does it feel being an artist today as an adult and really being trained into your craft?
I feel both, and I'm going to explain. Like, this is going to be a long answer, so hold on to your hats. But the first part of that is, in today's climate, most music artists are not as rich as you think they are. Streams only get you so much of a percentage of one penny. The bulk of revenue that labels and artists were seeing came from tour and tour merchandise. It's a global pandemic. You do the math. So, that definitely affects how I look at the financial side of music. Can I actually survive off of it? Can I be my best self? And then you have the influence of social media, when you see all these celebrities dealing with addictions and, they're coming to the light more about it. But it doesn't make it easier because you have shitty ass people like trolls going on people's pages and harassing them and just projecting their own lament about life onto celebrities. So there's definitely some fun parts of it, not so fun parts of it. Fame scares the fuck out of me because I've seen just through documentaries with different music artists how it can fuck your mind up psychologically. But on the bright side, I realized I'm not doing music for any of those reasons. I can't do it for any of those reasons because when I can come from a place of this is just me putting it all out there, this is me expressing myself, fuck a price tag, fuck a tour, fuck a this, fuck a social media, fuck a marketing team. It doesn't matter to me when I'm being authentic. And the best way that I can be authentic is through my music. I know that I have a goal to become a music therapist, and whether it's through my own private practice or the American Music Therapy Association, I'm going to use sound and healing techniques to help heal people. So that's really where I see my artistry taking me. I don't see myself on a Billboard Hot 100. And I'm not going to block it if it does, but I'm just saying my goal is to help people first and foremost and to help my own self. So I hope I answered that question.
You did flawlessly, might I add.
Thank you. I'm trying.
My next question is a fun one.
Okay.
Tell us a fictional character you dislike and why.
Angelica from the Rugrats.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
She was just a bully. But one character that I do like that would not take any of her bullshit was Susie Carmichael. Because Susie would just let her know, like, sis, you could try this with all these other babies. You could try this with Phil and Lou and all of, you feel me? The whole litter. But you will not do me. I will not get did today, tomorrow. I wouldn't even let you get away with it yesterday. So, Angelica can go.
Angelica was like, she was just,
she was evil.
But her mother was never around.
I don't care.
Her dad, okay. You're right.
That explains it, but it does not excuse it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't care if she 4. It don't matter.
It's funny because I almost
So
wore
learn these life lessons.
Right, quick.
Take accountability. Toddler.
Self-advocacy.
I almost wore a Nickelodeon shirt today that had all the Rugrats on it, so that's why I thought that was hilarious that you said
that. I said Angelica.
So long as you didn't wear that Dragon Ball Z shirt that I'm still waiting for.
Also, Vegeta.
Target has it.
What do you say?
Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. He's just like, he has, I don't know what's bigger, his forehead or his ego.
You know
and what? It's upsetting me and my homegirls. So.
But it's like a little forehead can make you look so different because him and Goku and Gohan are really the same character. They just got different foreheads.
And then he got that widow's peak, that hairline really accentuated.
You think they call it a widow's peak in the anime world?
I don't know what they calling it, but they need to call it off. They need to find something else.
Erase it.
Okay.
Erase it.
So,
Put a hat on. Yeah, Vegeta and Angelica, they gotta go.
So my question has going back to just old school type music.
Mm-hmm.
We've been clowns and a half in here, scatting and singing and rapping and freestyling all over the place, which has been so fun. And so a question I often like to ask people is name 1 or 2 songs that are so good, so powerful, so phenomenal that you wish you wrote them?
Outstanding by the Gap Band, because that's like always my intermission song. It keeps me in high spirits. I could be going through life, okay? Life could be doing me. As soon as you looking now, see y'all moving y'all head. Exactly. That's why I mess with that song. And then a second song is Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye and Miss Tammy Terrell. So those are my two songs.
Good songs. The Gap Band, Outstanding is literally one of those songs I feel like Black people are never going to stop listening to.
That's the barbecue song. That's the holiday party song. Graduations.
Yes.
Pool parties.
Listen to that in 3022.
Okay. On all streaming platforms if they got that at that time.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you two more questions. The first, I'm gonna let you pick which one that you want to answer. So you can either answer what's your favorite smell, what is your favorite smell, or you're gonna tell us your favorite Yo Mama joke. So you can pick.
I don't like talking about people mamas because that's a
Ain't nobody
sensitive.
gonna fight you.
Bro, I was really about to say, in the Bay, we really don't be talking about people's moms because that's like shooting.
Right.
We don't even
We don't even do that. We don't even do that.
Citrus or floral?
One of my favorite scents, actually, I'm gonna give y'all 3 perfumes because I be rocking with them. The first one is Pink Sugar, the incense man at MacArthur Bar Station. I haven't seen him in a couple months. Hope he doing all right. But he is usually the plug when it comes to like my body oils, my incense. I get right off the bark. There you go. Fair game, fair price, fair guy. My second smell would be Juliet's Gun, and it's called Vanilla Vibes. And then the third one is Daisy by Marc Jacobs, just because it smells just smells light, and I like that. So those are my top three smells.
Okay, this is gonna be my final question. So we've talked a lot about you coming out of this time period where your anxiety was high, and just in a different space mentally, and I wanted you to share some things that helped you to get into a better headspace, and things that you still actively do to improve that even more.
For sure. Like right now, I'm gonna just be straightforward. I'm nervous right now. I'm over here like twiddling my scarf, so that's one of the wellness tools that I'm utilizing. Working in mental health and having coworkers that understand mental health challenges, because we're all trying to collectively erase the stigma. I work for a peer-run organization called Peers. So peer-run just means like people in the community are mental health consumers or have friends, family, or connections with mental health challenges. And so they remind me every single day, like, you feeling anxious about life, we're in the middle of a pandemic, that's pretty normal. Even if that wasn't the case, you're okay. They just affirm that I'm normal even when I feel like I'm at my weirdest moments. Music is definitely what gets me back into my own headspace. I notice that when I'm leaving out of a phase of depression, I get a sudden burst of like energy to create. And all of the shit that I had been going through for the past months or a couple of years, it all comes to the surface in the most organic way. It's a great way for me to channel my emotions and express just the torment that I'm feeling. And I know I'm not the only one out there dealing with anxiety. I know I'm not the only one out there suffering. So if somebody could hear my music and be able to express themselves or feel like somebody said it, somebody finally phrased it the way that I've been wanting to for months or years now. Like, if my music has the capability to do that, just like how it did for me, like, then that's awesome. So my support, my music, and also affirmations. Yeah.
And then my last question is, on the heels of that, tell us about your writing process. I know each of the songs that you sung today were BB originals.
Mm-hmm.
So really interested in hearing that.
I wrote Dear Anxiety in the midst of me having an anxiety attack. A couple days afterwards, I was at the CSU East Bay Music Building, and I was just sitting at the piano, and I heard these chords from this song called This Is It by Camplo, and then I learned that it was an original song from Adventures in the Land of Music, and so I kind of flipped the chords and kind of made it into a really sad and dreary song. So that's how Dear Anxiety came about. In terms of inspiration, I don't go looking for it because you can't time it. I just let it happen when it happens, and usually I get inspired by listening to other artists. I get inspired by writing, so I'll start off with a poem and then I'll be like, oh, that actually rhymed. Oh wait, this could be a song. Throw some chords on it and now it's a song. Or sometimes I'll write the chords first and then randomly come up with something, and that's the song. So it's literally so many different ways I can answer, because me writing is non-linear. It's not a linear process at all.
All right, Bianca.
That was a long ass answer, but
No, it was a complete answer.
thank you.
So up next,
Mm-hmm.
how you feeling? You got.
Oh, anxiety per usual.
Well, we about to raise that anxiety up a notch.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the 60-second. Oh shit. Okay, let's go.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Boom.
Let's do it.
Don't get me started, because you know we've been riffing and running.
We've been riffing and running and riffing. We could do all that again. It's never been an issue.
I just want to quickly shout out Lynn for writing these rapid fire questions. Also, I want to say, Lynn, you wrote this obviously very rapidly, so I'm going to have to okay, because this is in cursive, like how Susan be singing, okay?
Please.
Lynn, you got some auntie hand right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's very-
She writes like a genius.
Leave sis alone. Leave sis
Okay,
alone.
nah,
We stand
I
sis.
love Sis. I'm still trying to get sexy like she does.
Mhm.
Working on it.
So Taylor's gonna start,
Yes.
and then we're gonna toggle back and forth, and
Mhm.
again you're gonna have 1 minute,
Okay.
and just say the first answer that comes to your mind. You have to answer each one too. Ain't no passes. Ain't no I don't know what that is.
No,
can
I got
ask
you.
clarifying questions.
I got
but
you.
you're Still gonna be on timer.
On
okay?
timer. Got you. Let's go. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go.
Alright, boom. If you could have an unlimited supply of food, what would it be?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
What's your favorite dessert?
Strawberry cheesecake from Nations.
Should humans go to Mars?
Hell no.
Describe your perfect song in 3 words.
Fluttery, fast, energetic.
What's a compliment you've been given often?
Oh, you're so talented.
Morning, noon, or night person?
All the above.
Piece of clothing that instantly makes you feel good.
Scarves.
Last movie you saw in the theater?
Ocean's 13.
If your life was a movie, what would be the title?
Ocean's 12.
Describe someone asked to be your intern, would you let them?
Hell no.
What's your favorite go-to dance move, and show us?
That's it.
You got to lean with it, rock with it.
Right.
Okay, tell us.
What mythical creature would you improve if it existed?
Medusa.
Toilet paper over or under?
Girl, you already know. Whatever this is, I'm doing that.
Okay.
Whatever that one.
We done. Okay.
All right.
Again,
Cool.
shout out to the Go Beats team logistic
Yes.
coordinator Lynn for writing those questions.
That last one.
Her pen had a little swivel in it, but you know we still gonna keep it
A
rocking.
little,
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
And that concludes this episode of On Any Given Monday. We want to thank Bianca
I want to
BB
thank her
Brown.
so much. You
Coming
are
and
so
shutting it
talented. Obviously, that's a compliment that you can boast, and you need to digest it because you radiate it and everybody sees it. So
Thank you. I'm going to tap into my Leo rising one of these days. I promise.
I know nothing about the sign.
Got you.
I know nothing about Snow.
I know
But
nothing.
thank you again for coming. You came, killed it, schmurdered it. I cannot wait for people to see your performance, to hear this interview, and to just see where you go with your artistry. And I can't wait until people are like, I remember when I used to sing And I got to know her on any given Monday. So
Yep, sure did.
thank you 100 times over for
Absolutely.
coming through. We appreciate and love the fuck out of you.
I love y'all too.
And we got this thing.
Thank you.
Deuces.
It was real. It was fun. It was real fun. Stay tuned. Or whatever that was. Where's my phone?
Have to cry, no